Well, hi, and thanks for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Today we've got a beautiful day here in New England. It's approaching 70 degrees, short sleeve weather for a change. It's been a really rough spring around here. It's been raining and windy almost every day. Today's got a slight breeze and a beautiful sunny afternoon, so we're going to make a quick video for you, and we're going to feature the new to me BSA Supersport MkII Magnum Carbine. Now, if that isn't a mouthful, I don't know what is. Now, I've done some research online, and I have not been able to find a thing about this gun. I've tried to find it, and I can't find anything about it. So the only information I can give you is what I've been able to gather from the gun itself. The length is 38¼ inches long, which makes it a nice carbine-sized gun. The barrel's 15 inches long if you count the shroud that's on the barrel. It weighs about 8 pounds with the scope on top. That's a relatively light scope, but I imagine the gun comes in around 7 pounds without it. This is, again, the BSA Supersport MkII Carbine. Try to find some info. I'd be really interested if you could tell me any more about this gun. I don't know when it was made, and I don't know what year the production began or what year it stopped, but it's quite a pretty little gun. It's a decent performer. I wouldn't say it's a notch rifle by any standards, but it holds a pretty good group at 25 yards, which is where I shoot it. It came with this scope. It's a relatively inexpensive scope, but it's adequate for the purpose of shooting at 25 yards. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to ring it out. We're going to see what kind of accuracy we can get. We're going to put it over the chronograph, and we'll just do a little testing with this new gun and just see what we've got here. So stick around. This ought to be fun. Thanks again for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Okay, so we're out here with the BSA Supersport MkII Magnum Carbine. If that's not a mouthful, I don't know what is. Again, if you guys can find any information on the internet with this rifle, I'd be very interested. I could not find anything on this particular version of the Supersport. So anything at all, dates of manufacture, specifications. If you can find any info, or if you have any info, I'd be very curious to hear about it. So leave me a comment in the comment section. So what we're here to do right now is we're going to shoot a 5-shot group. We're going to shoot at the target that's in the center frame, more or less in center frame. And we're just going to get an idea how this thing groups. Now we're going to be using RWS Supersport Extra pellets, and the reason we're going to be shooting these is that the gentleman who sold me the rifle said that these seem to shoot best, and I have no reason to doubt him. So we're going to see how they do. So stick around. This ought to be fun. So again, we're shooting at the center bullseye. I'm on pretty much center frame. This gun has a very nice, smooth shot cycle. It was originally a spring piston air rifle, but somebody installed a Theoben gas ram. That's a British-made gas ram and known for their quality. What that does is that smooths out the shot cycle. It increases the lock time, and it just makes it a really pleasant gun to shoot. No spring buzz, no twang, no nothing. Just a nice, solid thud to your shoulder, and a smooth, quiet shot. So I think I just put a pellet in there. Yes, I did. All right, let's take shot number 1. 22 caliber RWS Superpoint Extra pellets. I don't expect too much out of a gun like this. This is designed for hunting more than target shooting, but let's give it a shot and see what we can do. A little breeze just kicked up. We'll wait for that to ease up a little. Shot number 1. A little to the right. I may have pulled that one a little bit. The trigger on this gun is pretty tough. It's got quite a bit of creep, maybe a 5 or 6 pound brake. It's a 2-stage trigger, but it's a little bit gritty before it goes off, and it's kind of a little bit difficult to shoot accurately, but plenty accurate enough for the field. That was 2. Now we're going to Alright, this pellet's got a bent skirt. I'm just going to fire it down into the dirt, and we'll try another pellet. I'm not going to shoot this one at the target. Got a car going down the road. Alright. This will be shot number 3. So far it's grouping pretty good. Perfectly adequate for small game hunting, that's for sure. At 25 yards at least. That was 3. This will be shot number 4. And lastly, shot number 5. Okay, so it looks like the gentleman who sold me the rifle was right. I'd say these Superpoint Extra pellets by RWS do just fine in this gun. I wouldn't expect too much more from this rifle, regardless of what pellet I shot. So I'm just going to stick with these, I think, for the time being. I don't see any reason to test any further. So that I'm pretty happy with that group. I think that's a pretty good-looking group. I don't know what you think, but let me know in the comments. From here, we're going to move on to the chronograph, and we'll get an idea what kind of power this gun is producing with the Theoben gas ram installed. So this ought to be fun. Stick around, and thanks again, folks, for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Okay, so we've got the chrono set up. We're going to take 5 shots across the chronograph, and we'll do an average, and we'll see what we've got for foot-pounds of energy. Again, these are the same pellets, the RWS Superpoint Extra at 14.5 grains. This will be shot number 1. Go like that. A little too close to the chronograph there. 620 feet per second. Shot number 2. .609. Nope, that one didn't register. This will be shot number 3 again. 620. Shot number 4. .617. And shot number 5. .614. So if my math is right, just going by memory, what we just did here, I'd say the extreme spread is 11 feet per second. That's not great, but it's not bad either, especially not for a gun of this caliber. So anyway, we're going to add them all up, give you the muzzle energy and the average velocity. That should be on your screen right about now. right, and that's pretty much it. That's your BSA Supersport MkII Magnum Carbine. I'd say it was a pretty good buy. I'm very happy with it. I'll get a lot of use out of this rifle, a lot of enjoyment. And so to celebrate a rather happy purchase, we'll ring that bell out there at 60 yards and we'll call this a wrap. Oh, those 22 caliber pellets really smack that thing and make a nice sound, don't they? At any rate, folks, I want to thank you for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. You have yourselves a great day.